What's up, people? What's up? What's up? We walking to the park. Well, we walking to the barbershop right now. Get baby boy a haircut. Ain't that right, baby boy? Huh, Carter? Gotta get that haircut. Yeah. God willing, everyone is having a great day. You found out great news today. You won today. You finally won. You finally purchased something that you always wanted, your dream car, your dream boat, your dream house. You finally got that woman you've been going for, you've been waiting on. You finally got that man you've been waiting on. They finally got their stuff together and all dwelling in the house of the Lord and in God's presence and keeping everything godly. So amen, amen to that. Yeah, today we walk to the barbershop today. Try to get the big chop. But baby boy don't like getting his hair combed. He throws a fit getting his hair combed. So we're just gonna cut it and we're gonna start there again. Really. Come on in, talk to me, ask me questions. I will answer your questions. Thank you for popping in. Make sure you hit that like button. And if you can't stay the whole time, just hit the subscribe button. I'll be back on later. Surely will. You don't want to miss your messaging on it. Feel me? But we walking to the barbershop. And baby boy gonna get his haircut. You ready for your haircut, baby boy?
Yeah.
Now, last time we got his haircut, it was like his first time. Like he just was throwing a fit in that chair. I was not expecting him to throw a fit like the way he did. So we're going back to the same barber, and let's see if he's still gonna throw a fit. And it's a little ways. Hey y'all, thanks for tuning in. Make sure y'all subscribe to me if you haven't. And make sure you hit the notification bell so y'all can get all of my notifications when I go live. Because I always got messages. God uses me. I allow him to use me. And I allow for any relatives and all that stuff to kind of use me as well to give out messages. And so make sure y'all subscribe to me, because whoever or whatever you've been waiting on to hear, it's gonna come through me. That's the gift that God gave me. It took me a while to really fall into that, which is my anointing. It took me a while to groom my anointing, and it's something that a lot of chosen ones run from. You know what I'm saying? One of the greatest gifts God gave you was common sense. Like, one of the greatest gifts God gave you was common sense, has been common sense, okay? He blessed all the chosen ones with common sense. Moses had common sense. Joseph had common sense. Abraham's wife, baby boy, you gotta get on this side. Everybody had common sense, right? So at that point, it really was a battle of good and evil. Feel me? Come on, baby boy. So, and you got common sense. You know what I'm saying? Common sense to tell you is like, instead of walking over this piece of trash in your house or whatever, to pick it up, and put it in the trash. Like common sense tell you, like, don't like retaliate negatively. You know what I'm saying? If you know that God has already beat the battle, like you already won the battle. But remember, guys, I'm answering questions too, so y'all can talk to me through the comments. If you hey, what's going on, brother? If you can't watch me right now, you might be on lunch. You might have an hour lunch or so. and you probably with your coworker or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure you subscribe and hit the notification button. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be on later. Definitely will be on later. Come on, let's go. You know, it's a beautiful rising, and so a lot of people don't be grateful for that. A lot of people don't. The first thing they do when they wake up in the morning is think about themselves. But the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning is make sure you give God some type of time. I go ahead and really I give him time throughout my day now, but I typically do it in the morning. That's the start of it. I start my days off with God, you know, and thank him for allowing me to rise again, really. And I've been favored, you know. God has humbled me in a lot of ways. That's why we're walking right now. Hey, what's going on, brother? Let's see. DJ DN Jeff. I don't know what the name is. I would strongly advise you to change your name so we can know how to address you. But he says, hi, bro. Then Rat Hard 0001 says hello. Mr. AJ Valia, Valia says hi, hello, how are you? And asking me what country I'm in. Well, this is United States, the land of the not so free. The United States places laws in place of God's commandments. And that's what all of this is. So they got the judge and all that, so they ain't trying to wait on Judgment Day or none of that. They want to bring it to you right now. All right. Look at all of this. All of this. What you see here. All of this is all in efforts to replace God's real work and for us to think that it's better here than in the kingdom of heaven. So why praise God and why give him thanks and all that stuff if we got what you looking for here, is what they're basically saying. But see, God is the only one who never broken any promises. People don't think that. But everybody on this planet then broken promises. Even the presidents, everybody has broken promises. And I don't know about y'all, but I got tired of being disappointed. And a lot of this stuff around here is very, very, very disappointing. And I'm a man of God. AJ Value, this is I'm local. This is gonna be Rocky Mount, Murder Mount. Aaron, you know that about you know your name, Aaron's in the Bible. Your name was in the Bible, Aaron. That's why I pronounced it like that. Aaron ran with Moses. Aaron was like Moses' like best friend or whatever, right? And so after God had basically let himself be known to Moses, Aaron had to go. Moses had to go show Aaron what God had told him and had to convince Aaron. And so Moses and Aaron was like you know what I'm saying, like buddies, like they was like together, like in proving God's work. And they both actually, with the help of God, helped free the Israelites out of Egypt and helped lead them out of Egypt from captivity from the Pharaoh. So your name is in the Bible. So your parents knew what they was doing when they named you Aaron. You feel me? I just hope that, God willing, you are a man of God and you're not being like deceitful towards anybody, because you'll be punished for that. And anybody who condone you being deceitful and stuff like that, they also be punished too. That's why everybody be going through all that struggles and stuff, and why they do this and why they do that. Well, it's because you're not really living right, you know? So if you're not gonna necessarily keep all of God's commandments, then that don't mean victimize people, and I don't like people who victimize people. And that's car salesmen who sell crappy cars, landlords who sell crappy houses. I mean, people give out crappy deals. Like, I don't like people like that, and I tend to stay away from them because the wrath of God and the power of God is real. All right, let's read these comments. Make sure y'all subscribe to me so we can give you some clarity on everything. And I want you to be able to move happily and confidently in your life. And I want your self-esteem to be at 1 million. I want your confidence to be at 1 million and everything. All right, baby boy, let's go.
Daddy,
Yes, sir.
why don't you school like that?
I know it's a long story, baby boy. Long story. This used to be my son's school right here. It's called Victory Academy of Learning. And with this school right here, it was a great school. He had to wear uniforms. My son right here, Carter, he had to wear uniforms. They was feeding him like knowledge and everything. But see, when my kid's mom, she just kept taking the kids away from me, giving them back, taking them away from me, giving them back or whatever. And at that point in time, I was raising my boys, both of my sons. He was in this daycare, and my other son was going to school. So everything was set out. All I really needed help with was daycare, which I was on a voucher every month. I had to pay a fee every month. But it's like I guess that wasn't good enough for their mom or whatever. That she just didn't want me to have the kids or something. It's just bad. My kids really been through a lot. I've been through a lot, but it's a really good daycare to go to. All right, let's read these comments right quick. All right, Aaron said, "Hey, hey, hey, Milwaukee South says so. Who you got? Karma, Sutra, Harris, or Orange Man Bad?" And then Aaron says, "Question for you." Yes, it was, and it was his brother. Okay. All right, bet. All right, yeah, Aaron was his brother. All right, so I don't get into the politics on who I'm choosing and stuff like that because number one, all of that stuff left a bad taste in my mouth. Okay, when you vote for somebody and then they turn out to be doing all the stuff that the other people that you basically like all the stuff that the other people were doing that you didn't want like and didn't want, and you find out that the person you voted for doing the same thing after they get elected, but was saying that they won't gonna do this and they won't gonna do that, like that left a really bad taste in my mouth. So I'm the type I wait to go down to the very last minute, the very last second to cast a vote. That's me. So I typically don't choose who, but I just make sure I do my research. Oh man, that thing sounds like it need a new cylinder. Look at this, guys. Believe it or not, that Mustang y'all just seen, he needs either an O2 sensor, and it sounds like he's down a cylinder, like one of his coil packs is down, and he's burning rich. Like I can smell it. He's burning really rich. Typically, when your vehicle's burning rich like that, your O2 sensors, like it's the fuel and gas ratio mix. It's the fuel and gas mix, and if it ain't just right, man, your vehicle gonna be smoking blue, and it's gonna have you thinking something else is wrong with it. But the whole time, it really be your O2 sensors throwing off bad readings to your computer on your car, of your vehicle, and your vehicle trying to compensate the bad reading. So anytime you have a vehicle that's burning rich, come on, burning rich, the exhaust smells. 9 times out of 10, it's your go for your O2 sensors, and you'll have a misfire code too. That'll let you know that it's your O2 sensors too, getting those misfire codes. I know, trust me, I know. Milwaukee says, so you still undecided? How? Because let me tell you something. It's a simple fact that everybody here lies. Everybody here lies to you. We're consumers, and the consumers is more than likely lied to. So what's in the dark could come to the light. So you got to wait to the last minute and wait for all that information about these people come out before you want to start deciding who you're going with. And it's always a give or take type of deal. You got to give something up for something. And typically what you got to give up is more valuable than in the long term than what you Come on, Carter, for somebody to pick you up now. You supposed to be in front of me. Come on. 9 times out of 10, what you got to give up is something that, in the long run, more valuable than what you need right then. So it's really a really it's a bad game to really be playing in. And either way, even if I vote or not, the wrong person's gonna end up in a chair anyway. In my opinion, the wrong person it's gonna be a bad person and end up in the chair anyway. And you know what I'm saying, these people won't grow. They didn't grow up in the hood. They haven't grown up in a place where they had to go and walk for a mile or so to go get water, from a well. And they didn't farm any crops, or help their parents or whatever, fix on tractors or fix on cars, or go out there and sell oranges or whatever the case is. So you know it's bad, man. It's really bad, really. And I've been screwed up with this voting stuff since Obama, really. And so ever since Obama stuff kind of flip-flopped, it's kind of like, okay, well, we need to just hold off. And really though, and it really, to be honest with you, it don't matter who you put in the chair. You still gonna be racism still exists, and prejudice still exists. The quality of your life is not gonna change. It's not gonna change. Come on, baby boy. Let me get your hand so you can stay beside me. Stop picking stuff up off the ground. Your quality of life is not gonna change. Really. These people, they already got money. They just want power. You really think they care? Look at the supervisors at your job. Look at the team leads and stuff at your job. Really, they don't do their job, and they ain't even president. They freaking supervisors, and they don't even do their job. So it's really a power thing, a power and pay type of deal. That's it. I don't think they really care the interests of the people, because if they did, then the person who really cares really would be letting it be known, literally. Like, folks will be taking over the TV stations. You can be watching your favorite show, and they interrupting yours with what they got to tell you. Listen, I know you're watching your show, but I really love you guys, and y'all really need to vote for me so we can stop struggling and stop doing this and stop doing that. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, there's levels to this. Vote for me. Vote for me, and surely I will not deceive you. This little car beating. Yeah. But yeah, we walk into the barbershop so we can, like I said, y'all know my truck. I had a Suburban, and my drink got spiked with alcohol and got spiked with a pill. And we're waiting on my blood results to come back to see what was in my system. So my truck is in the towing shop. On top of that, the place around here is prejudice around here. And so my truck wasn't seized or anything, but it's a tow company around here that has a contract or whatever with the police department. Very prejudiced. They took my truck. It was my only vehicle, and I was a mobile mechanic, and so all my stuff is in my truck. Like, I can't do anything, and it's just racking up money. So it's kind of like I'm kind of just stuck right there. But God's showing me, he's humbling me and letting me know, that materials is just materials. It can be taken from you, but what can't be taken from you is my word. What can't be taken from you is my promise, knowledge. So I'm focused on that stuff, and God will bless me with a vehicle or a horse and carriage. I prefer the horse and carriage. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to repossess a horse. They might get the carriage, but not the horse. So, I mean, really though, how you going to tow a horse? Can't tow a horse. What's up, buddy? Sabal the North. Yeah, Arabic. But yes. Yep, I gave my life to Christ. I got tired of all the disappointments in life. Family disappointing me. my brother, my stepbrother, which is he's from my dad's ex-wife. I guess they divorced at this point because of the whole situation with my kid's mom 3 years ago or whatever. But he shows up at my doorstep this morning, and a lot of times people don't want to get right. He's not living right. Well, a lot of times people don't want to get right, and so they don't like God to make them show up in your life when you about to do something in God's favor, like read the Bible, or you're giving to someone. If God told you to give something to someone, then people like tend to show up in your life. But it's because God spiritually killed people, and at that point, it takes a messenger to bring them back, like to reconnect them. You know what I mean? A messenger. So he popped up right when I was about to like start my day, mop my floors, sweep and mop my floors, and read the Bible. I do that every morning. And he got his message. But here's the thing: he came. I believe he came to ask for money. Because at the end, it's like people will stay, they'll stay, but really, if you don't give them a chance to talk or whatever, and so they can let you know they there for money, like they gonna stay until you done talking or whatever. And so, but once I said I didn't have any money, he was gone. Boom, bow, gone. You know, and I don't like dealing with people like that. I don't like people to call me and talk to me for 2 or 3 hours and then ask me for money. I feel like the conversation wasn't real at that point. You just wanted some money. Like I don't like for people to check in with me and then they ask for money. Like I don't like none of that. And at the end of it, you ask for money. I don't like it. Today is the last minute, my guy Milwaukee said. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. That's the most I can say about that. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Hey man, you good, Carter? The barbershop is right there. We will walk. Don't nothing hold us up. Leave him alone. No, leave him alone. Don't mess with him. My boy was about to put him out his misery. No, you gotta let God do His God's work. So in the part of my Bible I'm reading now, I'm reading how the basic laws of stuff, the laws of property, the laws of animals, the laws of buying servants. And there was another one with the laws of justice and injustice or something like that, and I kind of paused it right there. So when I go back, I can have. At that point, my brother was around, and I just really, I really needed to focus a little bit better. What's this? It's crazy, y'all. Stuff like that, cars like that is nice and all, but you know, they can take it from you. They can take it from you. And you see how loud that car is? Do you know I got a ticket for my Suburban being loud because of a modified exhaust? But make it make sense. Why you got to go and buy a car with a loud exhaust, but you can't modify your own vehicle's exhaust? Like, that's so backwards. United States is so freaking backwards. And I'm really sick of these people. I already feel like when I leave, if I turn around, that I'm going to turn to a pillar of salt. Because I feel like America is the Sodom and Gomorrah. That's how I feel. Today is Monday. Now, where is this barber? Why is this barbershop not open? I done walked all the way over here. We've walked all the way over here. And this barbershop not open. And it took about 30 minutes. They might be at lunch. Well, let's wait for a second. We're gonna wait and we're gonna see about this. Yeah, we walked all the way here to the barbershop, and I don't think they're closed because the guy told me that they would be open today. The guy told me they'll be open today. So we really just waiting on the barbershop. I guess they at lunch right now. I think they at lunch, but the door's closed. The open sign is off. We walked up here Saturday, and the people was like they'll be back open Monday. So today's Monday. So don't play in that dirt. Don't play in that dirt. Gotta get his attention like that, because if you're not careful, big boy mess up his whole outfit just playing in dirt. But yeah, I hope you guys, God willing, you guys are having a great, fantastic day. Your lunches went well. You're being considered for making the most money in the department. I mean, God is really moving in your favor. Leave that dirt alone. It's my last time telling you. My last time telling you. Leave that dirt alone. And you got to be stern with your children like that. You know what I'm saying? These women, the government then got these women used to not having no men in the house, no man in the household, and the children's father in the household that they can't get with, and they don't understand and don't recognize when a man is raising a child and being a father. They don't even recognize that. That's how far gone these women are around here. It's to the fact that the women, they're not used to coexisting with a man on a consistent basis, and so they don't even know how a man really operate as a father. You know what I'm saying? Aaron said, "Hey there, how long have you been?" I can't really see because my screen is kind of tore up at the bottom, but he says, "Hey there, how long have you been?" Something. But yeah, so a father really cares about his children. But see, the mom would get in the way because of social media. Your mom would get in the way because they friend girl allow for social media or whatever to get in the way and kind of just tear the whole household all to pieces. And the government is there like, hey, I got you. What you need? Food stamps? Forget that guy. I got food stamps for you. Forget that guy. We can put him on a plan where all he can do really is just give you money. Really, like, and that's just how it is around here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm real cautious and careful on what woman I choose to be a part of my journey. And I choose a woman to be a part of my journey. A woman does not choose me to be a part of her journey. If she chooses me to be a part of her journey, then she won't be my woman. She'll be like a servant or something. But even then, like really, you know what I'm saying? I choose the woman. The woman does not choose me. I choose the woman. A woman can't choose me and I don't choose her. Like it don't work like that. You feel me? It really don't work like that at all. But anywho, you got to be stern with your children. You have to be stern with them, and men are stern. And women, in my opinion, are more likely to abuse the children than a man is, because because that man not there, that woman think that she got to be this type of way, or a man to do it this way, then beat them all any kind of way, and punch them and smack them and all that stuff, and they ain't got to really do all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying every woman, but I'm just saying, in my personal opinion, I feel like a woman is more likely to abuse a child. That's why it's important for a man it's important for you to do joint custody. It's important for you, once your children is born, to go ahead and do the joint custody thing. Go ahead and get that done. Go ahead and establish paternity. There's nothing wrong with you doing that. If that female got a problem with you establishing paternity, if that female got a problem with you asking, well, let's go ahead and do these papers and do joint custody. If that female got a problem with all of that, then 9 times out of 10 it's something she's trying to hide, or she got a plan. And a lot of these females do that. A lot of these females won't get joint custody. They won't establish paternity. They won't do none of that because they want to like work you the way they want to. You feel me? And so if a man in a relationship or a marriage and he didn't establish joint custody and he didn't do paternity and stuff, man, he's screwed. When she decide to pull out, the system is gonna be on her side. Everything is gonna be on her side, and you are being victimized at that point. So I strongly encourage people to do the joint custody thing. Established paternity. So if you feel like you want to get mad because she didn't say something to make you mad or whatever, and you feel like you can just pick up and take the kids somewhere without her knowing or without her say so, like you going to jail. And it's the same. Leave it alone. Now that's a skippity pap right there on that dude. You feel me? Now the same thing with her. She can't just up and take the kids, and women like to do that. You seen that Ike when she got up and just left out in the middle of the night. She had a good reason though. He was definitely he's definitely not the right one to be with. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, females will just get up and take the kids and bounce out, and then you're left behind looking for your children, looking foolish and all of that stuff. And people saying you should have had a more tight grip on your kids or on your shorty and all of that. No, you should have had somebody in your life telling you that you need to go and establish paternity and get joint custody. You should have had somebody in your life that's willing to do that for you. Y'all should have been able to communicate that. See, that's what happened to me. I didn't establish paternity, and I didn't do the joint custody thing, and I ended up with a whole bunch of crap going on and being done against me that I got blindsided, and so I really completely got victimized. You know what I'm saying? And it's cool because you know what I'm saying, God brought me through it. He definitely brought me through it all, and I'm telling you, when I get to where he needs me to be at, I'm gonna put a lot of my enemies to shame. I'm gonna put them to shame. And on top of that, God holding everybody accountable for what they has done. You know what I'm saying? And so when I get in my position, it's my turn to hold everybody accountable for what they has done righteously. Straight like that. I don't know how long it's gonna be before these people get here. But hold on, yeah. I mean, nobody's here right now. Nobody's here. My phone is just so cracked up that I can't even see what time it is. It's 2:11. Nobody's here. Yeah. It's closed and it's probably locked. There's Prime. There's Prime. It's 2 o'clock. Yeah. What's up? Thank you for tuning in. Q&As. Q&As. Me and my son, we at the barbershop right now, and nobody's here. And I talked to somebody Saturday, and they said that they will be open today, and nobody's here. So we just got here. Really, we walked here. It took us like 30 minutes. Really, we just walked here. And, I guess we're gonna wait here for like 15 minutes. Maybe folks is at lunch or whatever the case is. But we're gonna wait here, and then we'll just, cause baby boy need his haircut. Like, he need his haircut. It don't look crazy, but he don't like his hair being combed and stuff like that. So we're gonna cut it and get him used to a brush. So in the meantime, I'm answering questions. I'm answering serious questions. I'm answering questions at this point in time. Make sure you subscribe too. If you don't have time to answer a question, ask a question right now. Make sure you subscribe, and you can ask me later. So I'm gonna get back on later. Let me see what my battery life is at. My battery life is at 42, so I'm good for now. We might have to walk to the other barbershop. Ew, and by the way, that weed smell, man, listen, leave that weed alone, okay? Anybody smoke weed, please, like, leave it alone. The weed, it ain't, like, yeah, it may be grown out the grass, but at the same time, leave it alone because it will spiritually disconnect you. And the weed ain't the same anyway. It stinks really bad. And you know, ever since I can remember as a little kid, marijuana has stunk really bad. And I was forced to smoke it one time. I was forced, as a little kid, I was forced to smoke marijuana. and I didn't appreciate it. I was threatened to do it, and if I didn't do it, something would happen to me. So no, leave marijuana alone. Get it out your household. If you're dealing with somebody who smokes marijuana in your household and you're trying to quit, get them out of your household. And that's just the truth. It doesn't matter who it is. As soon as you get marijuana out of your life, as soon as you get alcohol out of your life, as soon as you get all of that man-made type stuff and marijuana out of your life is gonna start flourishing. I promise you. Living the sober life it's like being a virgin again. I promise you. I promise you. It's like being a virgin, and it's like being reborn. And it's not easy. It's not easy because along the same road, you still have opportunities to go and fall off the wagon. Is what they call it. Fall off the wagon. And you still got an opportunity for people to bring that type of stuff back into your life. But see, you got to make sacrifices. And so if you don't have a real good relationship with God, then you're still not strong enough to make the sacrifices that it's going to take to better your life. You got to put everything in God's hands, and He's going to boost your confidence. He's going to boost your self-esteem. He's going to let you know and let you feel His promise of taking all of that stuff away from you. You know what I'm saying? But you got to allow Him into your heart. You know what I'm saying? Don't take the opportunity to snap on somebody if they snapping on you. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Allow God to deal with them. You know what I'm saying? But don't turn away and don't turn around and walk away, walk backwards, because you don't want to take your eyes off of somebody that's showing that they hate you or showing that they really, really dislike you, because then they can really put their hands on you. And I know a lot of people be like, yeah, I wish they would put their hands on me. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? You don't really want to bring yourself out of this person that God has created you to be and brought you to. And you know what I'm saying? It's like a foundation. Like, don't allow for somebody's bad words, bad vocabulary, weed smoking, all that type of smoking. Don't allow that to destroy the foundation that you and God has created between y'all two. You know what I'm saying? Really, really though, you got to be careful. And when you start showing God favor, your family is gonna dislike you. Like, everybody is gonna dislike you, okay? But the reward for you tolerating it or dealing with it and walking through it and getting through it, the reward is when you pass, you have your spot in the kingdom of heaven. And it's real. That stuff is real. It's very, but so real. And they bombing Israel because Israel, like, is the name, you feel me? And God gave Jacob another name, which is Israel. You feel me? So, which what, 37, 38 minutes? So I'm still waiting on somebody to pull up. And by the way, this is my family's barbershop. Yeah, this is my family's barbershop. From what the owner tells me, he's my family. Brother Bell's Cuts. And there was a phone number, but it got scraped off. But you know what though? I'm gonna let y'all see how this barbershop looks. Like, I can take this and clean it up for them and paint it up for them and stuff like that. I can do that. I'd be willing to, especially when I was in my carpentry class. That's what I was doing. I was doing a lot of painting, and so I'm really good with painting. So maybe that'll be like a deal that I can make with him. You know, he give me about five cans of paint and let me paint this building. And I would love to see what it looked like. So I don't know. I think we're gonna end up walking to another barbershop because nobody's here, and they were supposed to be here, but they're not here. So Carter's getting impatient, and I only have money for what the man told me. I don't know how much they're charging. I don't know what they charging at another barbershop, but Make sure you guys share my make sure y'all share my videos, or make sure y'all speak about